Listen, if you clicked on this video right here, that means you're looking for an alternative to just making regular baked chicken, right? So today I'm gonna show you just how easy it is to make a spicy Mexican chicken thigh. Let's get it. Okay, so you guys can look. Obviously, I got the star back this way, but you see I got a few ingredients out here, right? Don't forget, the full printable recipe with all the measurements and instructions is on my website. That's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and clear up my workspace, right? Now, give you guys a pro tip. I'm finna go into my hot soapy water, wring out my dish towel, put that right here so that I don't get no slippage. All right, so look, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inspect my chicken, right? Obviously, we doing thighs. Look at this. They leave this piece on here. I'm not getting ready to sear none of this, like, you know, on the stove or nothing like that. So I take that and I just cut this off, right? So I'm just gonna clean up some of this chicken if it needs to be cleaned up. You know, this is fine. Just wanna get rid of all this extra skin. Okay, so now that I got it all trimmed up to my liking, let me just check this last little piece right here. Oh, yeah, it's fine. All right, so look, this is all that I cut off of there. You know, just trimming it up. Now, you guys trim it how you want to, you know what I mean? Because we are gonna be doing this on the grill. So how it looks now, we wanted to have the best presentation, you know, at the end, right? So let me get this cleaned up, and now we move over to the next step. All right, so now we're getting ready to make that marinade, right? So I like to measure this out, you know what I mean? So we're gonna use about a 1/3 cup of, look, this is that infused olive oil. You guys been following me for a minute, know that I love the branch and vine. You know, this is a garlic infused. Let's go ahead and get this up to 1/3 cup. That's good right there. Set this off, and then we'll pour this in the bag. Right, so let me cut these. We're gonna put 2 limes. We're gonna juice 2 of these limes in there, right? Okay, so we say Mexican, you know what I mean? And when I say that, you know what I mean? You know you gotta have lime, stuff like that. You don't have to have, but that's like signature in like the dishes that they make, and it gives great flavor, right? And along with that, you gotta have some cilantro, right? So one thing about this cilantro here, I don't have to like do it, you know, too fine. We just gonna like chop it up. We just wanna get some of the flavor. I know some of y'all say, hey, you don't like cilantro, but it's the combination of everything that's in here, you know what I mean, that makes it great. Right, so we want to have about a 1/3 cup. I'm gonna need a little bit more. So now I'm just gonna take it and just give it like a little bit of a rough chop, right? So looking at this right here, we can go a little further. It doesn't have to be fine, you know what I mean? But to me, this is what you're looking for. So if I tell you rough chop, that's it right there, right? So now I'm gonna add this right in the inside. All right, so then now we add our, you know, dry ingredients in here. You know what I mean? We'll just go ahead and put them in here. Now listen, you got to go to my website to get the full ingredient list, right? I just been doing this for a while, and I know what 1 teaspoon looks like. Now when it comes to oregano, I know I need a little bit more. All right, now we add a little garlic powder. You gotta put a little bit of that in there. Like I said, I've been making it for a minute. And you guys can adjust the measurements that I give you anyway. You know what I mean? Ooh, yeah. Garlic and onion, come on, y'all. Now we're gonna use this chipotle, right? These peppers. So I only need like a couple teaspoons of this right here. All right, now, look at the size of these chipotle peppers, right? So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna probably take 3 of them out. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mince this. Now this right here, it'll get a little messy, but we wanna get it. This is a whole lot of the flavor, folks. And we wanna start just cooking with this, you know what I mean, throughout. Now that's really about all that you need, you know what I mean? Is that right there. The rest of this, I'm gonna put this back. I'm actually get some Tupperware and save it and use it for future cooks. All right, what I want to show you guys is, listen, invest in some Tupperware, man. It'll just save your life. You know what I mean? Does with me, it cuts down on my waste. So instead of me like, what am I gonna do with that can? Because you can't store it in the can like that after you opened it. You know what I mean? So I just put it like this, put it in the refrigerator and save it. Now, we got our marinade going, right? So what I want to do is get myself a whisk. right? And I'm getting ready to mix all of this together, even inside this bag right here, right? It's gonna be a little bit on the pasty side, you know what I mean? So it depends on, I guess, your ingredients, right? But what I wanna do is I'm gonna add just a little bit more of this extra virgin olive oil. And don't forget, this is infused olive oil. You guys don't have that, you can use your regular, you know what I mean? Vegetable oil works too. All right, so once we got everything mixed up, it's looking right. Only thing left to do is just to add, you know, add our chicken. Now, I know some people gonna ask, can they use boneless, skinless? Yes, you can, you know what I mean? But I wanted some skin on this right here. I'm not gonna take none of the air out right now, just leave a little air in there. You know what, let me change my gloves. Move this, now you guys get to see it up close. Now, oh yeah. I was worried in the beginning with all this chicken fit in here, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I do it in a bowl, but right now, I mean, being honest with you, I've been turned on to this zip quicker. I just like it. And I'm true to what I tell you. I like to keep a low, you know, footprint inside of my refrigerator. You guys got to remember, I'm making videos. I got a lot of leftovers, all kind of stuff. So space is at a premium. All right, folks. Now I done let the air out now. I done massage this, got the marinade to move around. Remember, it's going to be a little bit on the pasty side, right? So you got to work with it for a minute. But you see that right there? Y'all tell me that's not going to be great. Now, I'm going to go ahead and marinate this for about 4 hours. You know what I mean? Overnight would be the best. It could take 4 hours up to overnight. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna show you one last thing. See how it's flat? If you had multiple things in here, whether they were leftovers, you could just stack them like that. And if you were putting them in the freezer, same thing. Imagine how many you can get on the shelf. All right, see you in 4 hours. Got that open. You know what I mean? I'm letting all my heat out. I got it, but I got it vented and set up for success, right? So, I'm gonna grab my tongs, right? And we'll grab them, and listen, I'm gonna put these down, skin side down. I'm gonna start off over here, right? Look at this right here. Because I want to get a little color, get it to cook right on top of the fire. Now, those of you guys that already know, what do we call that when we cook right over the heat? That's right, direct. Now, this process cooking right over what we're doing is we searing it a little bit, right? Putting some color on it. And no, I got a spin grate. So it allows me to just take it. If I feel like it's doing too much, I can just take it and move it over here to indirect, right? But once I got a little color, that's why you guys keep seeing me take a look at it. That's what I do. I don't want to have them too burnt, you know, so I'll take a look, you know what I mean? So this one over here, I'll just put over here. That's good for now. That one, we put this over here. And this one, that's good, right? And then those is not getting enough, we just move them over, right? This is the same process that we do when we put it in the cast iron skillet and we brown what? We brown the side. I'm gonna let this fire over here settle down. I got everything on the indirect side, right? So I got it vented so that it keep me at a temperature of between 375 and 400 degrees. Excuse me, you know, a lot of smoke. And plus where I got it positioned, it's not getting a whole lot of air, but running this way and running right into my eyes. So we got it vented. We close this up just a little bit. I just been doing this so long, I know when I get about what I need to get to. So we're gonna let this build up a little temp. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over and then we're gonna continue it, you know, continue to cook it. Now, what I'm gonna say is we wanna reach a temperature of about 160 degrees, 162, and then we take them off. That'll keep them nice and juicy. Don't forget, it's gonna rise about 5 degrees afterward. So 165, 175, 167, and that'll be great. All right, so I let them go just for about 15, 20 minutes, nice heat. If I bring this back, which I should have showed you already, notice the coals on the other side. And the thermometer obviously is right here, right underneath here, right? So it's still reading the temperature that's over this side, and I got my chicken over here. That's how you do it. I've seen people put this over the heat. I mean, you do it how you want to do it, but if you want to do it where it makes sense and it look right, then let's do it that way. So now I'm gonna take these and just turn these over here. I'll just start them over here on the direct side. Oh man, look at that. Now, this is a whole lot of flavor right here, folks. Look at that. Okay, folks, look, I don't want to fake nothing for you. I want you guys to pay attention to this. Look, if you come around here, I'll spin it over this way just a little bit so you can see. See, listen, it's the way I have it vented. I'm gonna always have these results. And if I just wanted to stay there, I close it up just a little bit more. All right, so we take this off and tell me right there that don't look gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. Let's go ahead and just see what we come up with. That's a little bit on the high side for myself, but it's nice. I mean, this is telling you right now that these is right. Look, 160 and it's holding. These are ready to come off. You know what I mean? I just hit the little bone. Let me see. Get down into the, oh yeah, this is, all of this is ready. 67. So listen, if you want to ensure and make sure your chicken come out juicy, and don't forget that's that dark meat. When I bite that, that's it's finna just do its thing. Hey, so let me hurry up and get that off. Let's cut it up. Let's eat it. And don't forget, we put that Mexican flavor on there. Ooh wee. Okay, folks, so look, after looking at this beauty right here, listen, and then you know what? We just getting away from just always having it, just always smoke. There's certain flavors we can put on there that just enhance it along with the smoke, right? And this right here is refreshing. I'm gonna give you guys one idea. Listen, you could have just did this with boneless, skinless, and then put this over some, hey, you know what? This would have made a cold, spicy Mexican chicken salad. All right, so with that being said, look, I'm finna get in here and just, you know, you see it try to rip on its own, but you see that right there? You see that little pinkish color right there? That's from the smoke from the grill. But I ain't gotta tell y'all, y'all already know. Hey, so listen, we wanna taste this flavor. Check it out. I'm not finna over talk. Cheers, y'all. Hey, check it out. Before I wipe my mouth, I snuck another little bite in there. And look, I got people behind the camera saying they ready to eat. You know what I mean? Listen, nice, refreshing. Does it immediately say something as far as being on the Spanish side, like Mexican? No, it just tastes like some great tasting marinated chicken. And the spiciness of this right here is just, it's okay. Now, if you guys want to like step it up a little bit, we can add like a teaspoon of cayenne pepper or something like that. But this right here is just right, especially for my palate. If you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button. And I don't mean this loosely. I want you guys to tell everybody out there, check this out. There's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. Guess what, folks? Happy spring, and let's get it. I'm out. Peace.